Now that chapter 30 over here has ended, the end of Seven Deadly Sins, we got the sequel, Knights of the Apocalypse, starting in the game already. Back to back, you know, we got the last chapter of Seven Deadly Sins in the first part of the anniversary, and they timed it very well. Now we have already the boy Percival in the game with a new story chapter and the banner. Already going for it. Listen, I am very critical of timing of releases they do. You know, maybe some releases aren't so hyped because they just missed the mark. I feel like they still need to, like, dude, the movies that we got that have never been adapted into the game, like, what were they doing, right? But I think this was pretty good timing. And if you have not watched the Knights of the Apocalypse anime yet, this is your chance to go check it out. Or read the manga. Reading is always better. Oh no, Percival. I'm actually not currently keeping up with the manga. I need to go back to reading it. I read manga in the Viz app on my iPad, and there's no Knights of the Apocalypse, so when I read it, it was don't tell the police, but on an unofficial website, because I could not find anywhere to read it legally. Or officially, wink wink. And reading officially is way, way nicer. No ads popping up. Man, this is the protagonist right there, Percival. And he just killed a bird that he shouldn't have. He should not have. Alright, this is like the little story chapter. I can actually go to the actual story, because when you start up the game, it forces you to like play the story chapter, but I skipped because, you know, I had to summon on the banner. But we can actually start up the story. It takes away from this like world with Hawk Mama, and now it's Percival who actually walks around. Makes sense, like Hawk Mama isn't, you know, really, it doesn't have anything to do with Percival, so is it gonna start or? Seems like it's not. Okay, I backed out and tried again and it worked. Classic computer fix. You turn it off and on again. Gonna fight the Gramps. Let's turn this off. I don't know what card set that is, but it doesn't matter. Does the Gramps have moves? Because he should be a banner character, honestly. Like, he doesn't show up for very long in the story, but he's a cool character. Does he have an ult? Can I inspect him? He does not have an ult. No. Well, whatever then. Like, actually, like, he has a very short appearance, but they could easily make him like a side unit if they still made side banner units, but they don't anymore. They could have made him a side unit. They could have made a coin shop unit. What about coin shop units, huh? They haven't been a thing for a while. Bring them back. Make him one of them. Make him the first coin shop Knights of the Apocalypse character. I'm giving them free ideas here because I think it could work. I genuinely think so. Giving them free ideas. I love this attack. It's like Tom and Jerry or something. Like, it just pops out like this giant sword. I'm not gonna get like too spoilery on anything that's not gonna be shown in this chapter about Knights of the Apocalypse, because I'm sure most people watching have not read the manga. Like, the percentage of people that, you know, are gonna watch the anime and then read the manga are like very little, right? So definitely don't want to get too into like later chapter stuff for Percival, but the attack makes a lot of sense for him. It's really cool. I don't remember exactly what they talk about here, I'll be honest. It was a couple months ago that I read Knights of the Apocalypse. Like I said, it's been a couple of months, so I actually have quite a bit of chapters to catch up to. And that's how I don't like reading weekly that much. I've been reading weekly quite a few manga, like One Piece, Sakamoto Days, Chainsaw Man, Jujutsu Kaisen. It sucks, dude. Reading weekly sucks. Because the chapters are so short, and then you're like, but what happens next, man? Watching anime weekly already sucks. Like, I already dislike it. Manga is even worse, because the chapters have so much less in them than anime episodes. Anime episodes are usually like 3 or 4 manga chapters into one episode. And then you read the manga chapter in like 3 minutes. You know, it'd be like that. Not if it's One Piece. If it's One Piece, it takes 20 minutes to read, because my god, it has so much dialogue. He do be doing that. Again, I'll be honest, I don't remember what they talk about here. But he do be telling him about the world, because if you didn't watch the anime, they are on top of this mountain that's like above the clouds. It's like a super tall mountain. It hasn't been explained yet why, for the portion that I've read, why exactly the grandpa chose to like take Percival and make him live in this mountain that's on top of the sky. It must have a reason. But they do live here. And so Percival doesn't know about, you know, what the real world really looks like. He only knows about this one mountain that he lives on. That's his world, right? And it's kind of cool, right? As a concept for a character, because it just shows him like figuring out a bunch of stuff. He is also a kid, right? So, you know, he's gonna be curious about stuff and just like that. But I mean, if you want my opinion about if Knights of the Apocalypse is good, you know, if it's worth reading, I personally think, or watching, I think so far what the mangaka has made of Knights of the Apocalypse is better than Seven Deadly Sins. No joke. It just is. It just is. Obviously, Seven Deadly Sins is longer, so it has that going for it. But all of Knights of the Apocalypse so far is just very, like, well done. I think that, you know, he definitely got better at writing, because if you go, I think if you also compare like beginning of Seven Deadly Sins, like towards the end, the beginning is so much worse than sort of the ending bits. All right, this is where action starts. When this guy showed up, I thought it was Bond. He kind of has like doesn't his armor look like Bond's kind of? Like, you know, Bond's armor in the beginning of Seven Deadly Sins. I felt like it did, but obviously it's not. It's not Bond. But when I was reading, I was like, what? Why is Bond riding on a like a flying boat? Like, what is this? Why does he have a sword? You know, what's going on? It is not Bond. Oh, he should be a banner character. This guy, he's a major character. I hope they make him a banner character. Because people have been speculating, right? Like most characters of Knights of the Apocalypse are human, so humans are gonna thrive in the, you know, next couple of months and years, perhaps, because of all the releases are gonna be, the major releases at the least is gonna be humans. But there's actually a ton of unknowns as well, for sure. I'm not certain what this guy is supposed to be, but there's definitely a lot of unknowns, and they're gonna re-release like Liz's and Meliodas' and all that. I wish the voices were a bit louder, but... Oh, this is the first time I'm hearing the voice acting, because again, I haven't not watched the anime. I only read the manga. I recognize these voice actors. That power is crazy. I didn't want to say anything. I just wanted to watch. I know what happens, but it's still so cool. Oh, does he have an ultimate? Please tell me he's a unit and not like a generic enemy. I mean, even if he doesn't have an ultimate, that doesn't mean he's not going to be a character. Please let me inspect him. Ah, he doesn't have one. Again, it doesn't mean that he's not going to be... I mean, he might actually have one. Wait, let me see. That doesn't mean he's not going to be a unit ever. But if he already had an ultimate, that would be like indication that he's coming soon, you know? Oh yeah, this attack is cool. Alright, let's see. Okay, he does have an ultimate. It's just a story bit, but... I really hope he actually becomes a... Maybe they're gonna make a later version of him a unit, and not this one. But I think this one should be a unit. Again, like... If they wouldn't want to make this a banner... Coin Shop Knights of the Apocalypse characters. There's no reason why there aren't Coin Shop units releasing anymore. Coin Shop is just a joke now. They made a quote-unquote like improvement of the Coin Shop that made zero difference. Zero difference. I'm just giving him attack buffs. But it's like, you know, there's a lot of versions of characters that should be units that could have been, you know, relegated to the Coin Shop. Like, oh, I forgot I have ults on. The Demon King Zeldris with the long hair. I guess they both have long hair, but the one where it's more Zeldris and Demon King, you know what I'm talking about? Where he's like in between transforming to the full Demon King. Dude, that should have been a unit. The same thing with Estarossa, midway transforming to Mael with the, like the bell. That's easily a unit. but they just, where is it, you know? They skipped those to make it like the full version, where they could have made it. They could have made it. The Gramps, poor Gramps. Damn, what I see. Dude, Grand Cross story chapters look so good these days. The blurring in the background looks so nice. Dude, this would not look like this in 2019, I'll tell you that. I don't want to laugh at this very sad scene, but like, oh. Now, I hope that everyone watching that hasn't checked the anime, this makes you want to give the anime a watch. This is all in the first episode. Like, this is, I don't even think the first episode is just this. I think it has much more than just this. This is like probably half of the first episode. No, it might be the full first episode, actually. Again, this is just the first episode. Yeah, I'm not being paid by Netmarble to promote That's the Apocalypse, by the way. I genuinely think it's good. I would have to disclose those things. It's against the law not to. And I sure obey the law. I most certainly do. Now, you compared this to the start of Seven Deadly Sins. Isn't this our Seven Deadly Sins and him just like groping Elizabeth? This super tragic scene is the first episode of Knights of the Apocalypse. The first episode of Seven Deadly Sins, he beats up some like some random soldiers and grope Elizabeth. No dialogue, just the sadness in the room. I'm crying. The tone shift is massively different. Again, think about this in Percival's point of view. Like, obviously losing your grandpa is massively tragic. That is the only person he knows. Percival only knows his grandpa. That's it. That he taught him everything. That is the only person he knows. His whole life, he lived in this mountain with his grandpa. And like now, he needs to start living for himself. And that is Percival's story. It starts now. Alright. Pretty good, isn't it?